A very good morning to one and all present here. Esteemed Sister Shivani, past President, past chairs, members of FLO Chennai, a very good morning. It's an absolute honor to stand before you today to welcome someone whose wisdom has touched millions of lives across the world, Sister Shivani. In fact, this moment is truly special for me because it's not just another event. It's something that I have manifested since 2023, and we've been able to make it possible today. And what makes the event even more special is that Sister is here just for this event. She's traveled miles to be here and has a flight to catch right after this event, exclusively for FLO members. It really is an honor, Sister. Thank you very, very much for being here with us today. It is a privilege. As women, we juggle multiple roles in our lives. We carry the burden, the challenges of the family, community, society. But today, this is a sacred space where we allow ourselves to pause, to reflect, and to absorb the wisdom of a spiritual leader who has dedicated her life to helping others find their own light. On behalf of FLO Chennai, I extend a heartfelt welcome to all of you present here and to our speaker for today. Sister, I thought I'll take this opportunity to talk a little bit about FLO. We are the women's wing of FICCI, which is more than 100 years old, started by the guys of Mahatma Gandhi, who also was there for our 4th annual general meeting. We're the largest women body in Southeast Asia. We have 20 chapters across India with more than 14,000 members, working tirelessly towards women empowerment. FLO Chennai is a pivotal arm of FICCI which nurtures entrepreneurial spirit, advocates for women's rights, and empowers women in leadership role. We are in our 31st year at FLO Chennai, where we've inspired and impacted countless lives of women in all across the society. As an organization, we work extensively with women in grassroots, mid and top level management. There are many milestones which Akila also highlighted, but I'm very proud to say we started the year with 500 members, and today as we stand, we're 1,100 members, strong chapters, and it's only possible because of the enthusiasm, support, and how each and every one of you here has contributed to that momentum of FLO. We have had an impactful year with 112 events, 97 projects, impacting over 35,000 women. Currently, as I've already informed, we're working on our historic milestone with SIPCOT, where we're setting up 22 education-based creche across the city, and we're looking for active participation, CSR sponsors. So for those who are keen, please reach out to me after the session. I'm happy to take this forward. We've also been consistently upskilling women through the year. 35,000 is not a small number in financial, digital literacy, RE embroidery, STEM. Our handloom vertical is very active with reviving Toda and Jamkalam, and we have several other projects underway. We regularly organize programs with leaders, inspirational speakers, to learn from the best practices for our members to feel inspired and to grow from. And I mean it when I say that, Sister, your very presence has elevated the forum. Thank you. I have to acknowledge the tremendous support of our day chair, Radhika Agarwal and Pooja Chabriya. Please stand up. Thank you very much. You are here at 7 a.m. day in and day out working hard. MCs for today, Veena and Akila, please stand. Sandhya Rajan, Amulya, Niyati, EC, the entire army of volunteers, sponsors. Without you, this would have not been possible. Thank you very much for supporting, for believing in the vision, and for being there at FLO Chennai. As we embark on the session that promises to be enlightening but truly transformative, with an open heart and a deep sense of reverence, let us welcome Sister Shivani.
We are honored to have with us a remarkable individual, a spiritual guide, a global ambassador for peace, and an inspiration to millions around the world, Sister BK Shivani. A practitioner of Raj Yoga meditation of the Brahma Kumaris for over 25 years, Sister Shivani is a household name for her profound wisdom, practical insights, and her knack of connecting deeply and instantly with people from all walks of life. As a part of her programs on TV show Awakening with the Brahma Kumaris, for over 15 years, she has empowered people to overcome emotional distress and depression and transformed the way we think of strength of mind, mental well-being, and spiritual growth. In 2019, she was honored with the prestigious Nari Shakti Puraskar, the highest civilian honor for women in India, a testament to her incredible contributions to people. Globally, since 2017, she has also been appointed as a Goodwill Ambassador by the World Psychiatrist Association. Her teachings have transcended the barriers of age, custom, and culture, making her thus a true global icon. Today, Sister Shivani joins us to enlighten us with her thoughts and guide us on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Without further ado, let us welcome her with open hearts and minds. I'd like to request our Chairperson Dr. Divya to escort Sister to stage. Sister, the stage is all yours.
Om Shanti. Let's take a minute of silence. Just sit straight. Deep breath. Relax the body. And bring your attention to the center of the forehead, where we apply the tilak, the bindi. That's the third eye position. That is the energy center. And at that specific point, just visualize a tiny point of light, like a little star, in the center of the forehead. Just do this gently. It's a little exercise we can do daily, many times in the day. It declutters the mind. It keeps us focused. And it emerges our original nature. So just see in the center of the forehead a little star. This energy is I, the being, the master of this body. If we don't, then we wasted our 2 hours. So we don't want to waste our 2 hours. She's had a very pure intention of organizing this program for you today. Trust me, I had no plans of coming here, but she just would not give up. She's the first person to whom I have succumbed. I can say that in 50 minutes. Literally, I had to succumb, and I said like, okay, because she was not forceful, but she was very sweetly, very determined. And that was a beauty. So I succumbed not to her role or position, but to her sanskar of the way she was doing it. The way she was doing it. Because it's not easy to travel to a city for just one event. So I normally just club things together and then would come for 3-4 days and then do it. And I had just been here last year, so it was just not at all on the agenda to be here. But she had a way which is very unique. And now when I was listening to about her and how she's managed to multiply, I could make out why it's all happening. So that is the power of our sanskar. It's not the power of our role or position. It's the power of our sanskar. And we all have such beautiful sanskars. Each one of us. Each one's will be different. Each one's will be different. But each one has beautiful sanskars. But sometimes there are 1 or 2 there which are not very comfortable ones. Yes, we don't look there. Now don't allow your mind to go anywhere where it is not needed to go for a life. Note down, first point, wherever my mind is not needed to go, I should not let it go. Because if I let it go where it is not needed to go, it will keep on going to many places, and then I will say, I'm not able to focus, I'm not able to concentrate. So it's something we haven't done, but you right now take a decision and you'll never go anywhere where it's not needed to go. It's become just a little practice. Okay, somebody walked out, we will all look and turn. Somebody gets up, we all, and we thought it's normal. I mean, isme kya badi baat hai? This is normal, but it's not normal. We are allowing the mind to just move like this throughout. And then when we want it to be here, it's not going to be, because it's got the habit of moving like this. But just one instruction and it's going to listen to you. There is only one mind on this planet which will listen to your every instruction. But we have given up on it. And we say everybody else listens to me, but my mind is not in my control. And so what I really like about FLO is that tagline, the power to empower. And what I just saw on the podium, I don't know, is that your theme of the year, those 3 words? Empower, engage, elevate. What does that mean? Empower, engage, elevate. What does that mean? First you empower yourself, then engage with. First you empower yourself, then you engage with others, acha, and then you elevate who? Acha, ourselves and them. See, one thing for the next 90 minutes, every answer is right. Because this is not an outer world factual information answer which can be right or wrong. This is an experiential answer. So everyone's experience is right. Everyone's thought is right. Next minute I'm ready to change. But there cannot be a wrong answer. The only thing wrong that happens is when we don't say the answer. Because then we're not checking ourselves, then we're not looking at that part of life. And if I don't do it, I will not be able to see it. And if I don't see it, I will not be able to change it. So, empower who? So your tagline of the power to empower was about who? It was about others, right? Which is very good because that's the purpose of the organization. The power to empower. And who were the others whom we had to empower? So it was mostly women who were somewhere socially or physically or financially or whatever aspects did not have everything that they should have. We had it, or we were able to channelize it, and we were able to make it happen for them. So that's the power to empower in the outer world. Now these 3 words, empower, engage, elevate. Who are these 3 words for? So is this again, empower them, engage with them and elevate them. But that's also right because ourselves also. How many feel I need to empower? What do you need to empower about yourself? What do you want to empower about yourself? See, there is two dimensions where we talk about empower. One is outside. You have everything over there, that's why you're able to share with others. But there's one aspect of life where because people are not taking care, that is getting depleted. So if we don't empower, it's getting disempowered. Just because of lifestyle, just because of the vibrations of the world, and just because of probably just the vibrations at home and workplace. So I, the person, not I, the role, the relationship. No, I, the being. We are human beings. So that's a combination of 2 words. Human, body, plus being, the energy. So if we look at it like a robot, that's the body. The computer which is controlling and giving the instruction to the robot, do this, do this, do this, that computer is the brain. So this is the body, the robot, the computer is the brain, but who is operating the brain? Who is sending the instruction to the brain? I want a glass of water. The brain doesn't need the glass of water. So that is 3 things: robot, brain, the computer, and operator of the computer. So I, the being, am the operator of that computer. So I create a thought, that's an instruction that goes to the computer. The brain will process that thought, and through this body it will come into action. but we are not looking at that operator. And so consciously we are not giving the right instructions always. And when we start losing our power because we are not taking care of it, to give the right instruction always, we are just getting influenced by everything that's happening outside. And so we are not consciously choosing the response, we are just reacting to situations. How many of us create stress? Now I will ask the most obvious questions. But even to the obvious one you have to answer, because sometimes people look like this and I said, so you don't create stress? He said, no, what is there to ask in this? It is, because you have to answer yourself today. So we create stress, we said it's normal. We can do a little exercise. Put your both the hands like this, left and right. Left, uncomfortable. Right, comfortable emotions. Left, unnatural. Right, natural. Natural and normal, not what the world says. Natural and normal, what it feels. Okay? So just put it gently either on left and right and just say it aloud. Left, right, left, right. And the rule of the game, don't look at what other people are saying. The easiest way to make a mistake in the world right now is just to say, what is everybody else doing? Okay, then that is normal. The era of everyone being, the majority being right is over. So we grew up in that era. What is majority doing? That must be correct. It's over. Anyone who's going to take that decision based on what is the majority doing is going to make a mistake. We have to shift to what is right for me, what strengthens me, what empowers me, and probably no one on the planet is doing it. So we have reached an era where we have to stand for the right, even if we are the only one. So it's going to be a big shift. And unless you make that shift, your children will not make that shift. So they are big time victims of peer pressure right now. Big time. Big time. So the more I'm just doing what everybody is doing, I'm not activating my own sanskar. And it was fine as long as the majority was doing the right things, chalo, follow. But when majority is doing things which are unhealthy, emotionally, mentally, physically, socially, then that's not the time to follow. So this is the time to create leaders. Leader not in role, leader in sanskar. So just check for yourself what is normal and just say left or right. Stress, left or right. Left was uncomfortable, right was normal. Left or right, stress. You have to say it. I can't see which hand you're keeping it on. Stress, left or right? Sure? Stress is not normal? If it is normal, then you're saying left. But it's uncomfortable also. So now ask yourself, how can uncomfortable be normal? Normal. Is my pulse rate normal when I'm stressed? Is my heartbeat normal when I'm stressed? Am I feeling normal when I'm stressed? Then why are we calling it normal? This is our biggest mistake of the last 2 decades. Stress is normal, stress is normal, stress is normal, stress is normal. Today reached a stage, the children are not saying stress, they are saying I'm depressed. It's not funny at all. Who is responsible for it? Because we said, stress is normal, stress is normal. Now they won't continue with the same word, it's old-fashioned for them now. Now the new cool word is, I am depressed. And if you're going to allow them to continue saying that, then like we said it and made stress normal, they will say it and make depression normal. So please go home, second homework of the day. Change vocabulary. Change vocabulary. It's not a word, it becomes your destiny. So is stress normal? No. So when you go out from this room, you're going to say, I never get stressed. First say it, it will happen. We said it and we made it happen. Now we'll say the other way around and we'll make it happen. Every thought is an instruction from that operator to the computer to the robot. Let's just give the instruction even if we don't believe it right now. The button will still get pressed. I'm not stressed. Only take care that when you go out and you say, I never get stressed, and people will look at you and like, you're not normal, you don't get stressed. And you'll have to say like, yes, I'm not normal, I don't get stressed. You're not doing well, that's why you don't get stressed. Just say whatever you want, but I'm not getting. So just be ready for that. So press the right button. Peace is normal. Happiness is normal. Start saying, I'm always happy. Stop saying, I want happiness. We are saying, I want happiness. Live another 100 years and you won't get it. You won't get it. Do whatever you want, achieve how much ever you want. Till I am saying the line, I want happiness, I will remain on the side of, because I'm saying I want. And we're not just saying I want happiness, I want love, I want peace, I want only most of the things. But the slogan is the power to. So power to empower is not like this. How will that be? That will be this. The power to empower means I give power. I radiate power. Anyone who's stressed cannot radiate power. Cannot. You can do the outside power, but you can't radiate power. Because stress means a depleted battery. And now there's another battery connected to you, and I say, I empower. And leave alone society, just connect your children to yourself. And if I am depleted and that child is connected to me, what's going to happen to that battery? Bolo bolo, because you have to say it, I know the answer. You say it, I want you to say it because it's going to get recorded here. What's going to happen to them? So we have the power to disempower. We have the power to disempower, we have the power to empower. We have both. It all depends on who I am. I am. So from today, we change. Stress is not a part of my system. Happy is who I always am. Love is my nature. I don't need it from anyone. Go home and tell everybody, I don't need anything from you. Kya hua? You want to stand like this or you want to stand like this. First you choose your direction. Which direction do you want to stand? I will stand in everybody in front of it. I want love. I need appreciation. I need validation. I need approval. Kaise? Like this? Aise khade ho raha hai? Nahin, to kaise? So you can't switch sides every time. There's only two rows, either this side or that side. You want to be on this side, you want to be on this side. You have to choose. You can't keep switching your side. This is one vibration to live on and this is another vibration to live on. We are not saying good or bad, right or wrong. But each one will have to choose on which side they want to stand. They want to stand on the side of I want, I need, I seek, or they want to stand on the side of I create, I radiate, I empower. Which side you want to stand on? So you can't be different at home, different at work. These are not roles. This is here. Role can keep changing. The same soul is going to every role. So if you are on this side, you will be on this side in every aspect of your life. If you are on this side, you will be on this side on every aspect of your life. So you choose. You choose and we will change the topic right now. We can even do this very nicely. You just say which side you want to be on. Take a moment, think about it. We have all the time. So you think about it. Which side do you want to be? Only remember, the ones who are this side, they will make other people only this side. Because you can only make the other person who you are. You can only give to the other person what you have. If I'm on this side, then I can only influence other people to be on this side. So now you have to choose. Which side do you want to be? Karo, 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 karo. Everybody. Everybody. Now are you ready to say to the world, I don't need anything from you? Yes. Say. From anyone. And which means what all do I don't need? Let's make a list. 1, love, done. Happiness, done. Validation, done. Appreciation, done. Approval, done. Attention, done. Very good. What else do we don't need? Validation, done. What else? I don't need people to be my way. Hanji? Or by my side. They can sit by my side. There is no problem for that. Here by my side. No. Here they will be their side anyways. Anyways, they're not coming to your side. But it is my need which then creates the pain. Because I want them to be on my side. But they are going to be on their side. And they want you to be on their side. We want them to be on our side. And that is where all the conflict is. So one of us will have to quit the game. And say, you be your side, I be my side, but in a very subtle manner I will do something by which you will automatically shift on my side without you even knowing about it. That is the power to empower. That is the power to empower. We won't want them to change. We will not keep saying change, 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 because when we are asking them to change, we are asking them to change for our happiness, though we don't agree with that. We say, no, I'm saying for their good. If you are saying only for their good, then you should be untouched by their behavior. Then you are saying it only for their good, which means I am fine by whatever you do. I am saying this only for you. You do it, don't do it, completely your choice. Then it is only for their good. But if I am getting affected, I have a desire. Even if the desire is, my child should be like this, it's a desire. So I come to this side. And when I come to this side, I can only keep giving advice. But I can't give the power to empower, because I have come on this side. And I say, be like this so that I will be happy. But when I empower myself, I don't need anything to be my way. Because empower means you're vibrationally gone higher. So when you're vibrationally gone higher, anything lower than you will not affect you. Now fortunately for you, not many people are choosing to go higher. So nothing much is going to affect you here like this. And the more it doesn't affect you, the higher you will go. And the higher you will go, the more you will radiate. The more you will radiate, the higher you will pull them. This is family. Family is not everyone going down like this. Family is one person moving up and pulling everyone up. So that 3 words, secondary for society, that too you keep doing as part of your project and seva. That project most important is at home. Do you think you need to elevate anyone at home? Apna to naam aa gaya. Our name is on the list on the empower. Empower, then engage, elevate. Do you feel there's anyone at home you want to elevate? They're all wonderful people. They're all wonderful people. But right now, not at the best energy. Not at the best energy. They may be doing very well in life. Doing and being is 2 different worlds. We can be doing very well in life. How is the being? So that's why we have to give that grade. Today as a detached observer, you can give that grading to everyone else at home also. Don't go and tell them the score. It's only for you. And then you say, I have to do this for them. I can't just keep looking at them and say like, mera bachcha aisa kyun, mera bachcha aisa. You can't do that. Because if you do that, you will get depleted. And if you get depleted, remember the battery is connected to you. And so they will get depleted. But if you want to do something for them, then it's very simple. I only have to do it for one person. So when I change my side vibrationally, I don't have to tell anyone to do anything. Just our vibrations will start pulling them up. This transformation doesn't happen with words. It will happen vibrationally. But for that, I need to take up the priority thing that I am ready to take care of myself. And for that, I will have to stop seeking and needing and wanting. And so from today, I do what I do. Nobody appreciates. Perfectly fine. I was not doing it for that. It's just a little programming. There's a baby here inside. Whatever you tell, the child is going to follow. We told the child, I did so much, at least someone should say it was good. So the baby will say yes, and will start waiting. Why? Nobody is saying anything. And today you tell that baby, why should other people be saying that I did something good? Who did we do it for? We did it for ourselves. Isn't that over? The topic is over. Said, okay, fine, let's move to the next thing. Finished. There's only one mind who listens to your every instruction. Just pause to give it that right instruction. That I don't need, I am a giver. When we look at the pictures of the deities, how's the hand? Like this, like this. If it's 2 hands also it's giver, 4 hands is giver, 8 hands is giver. And whether it's a giver, what is the color of that energy circle behind the head, the aura? White. High EQ, like this. And that is why they are called Shakti. Shakti, that means power. And anyone who will be like this, then everything is opposite. Hand is opposite direction, color of the aura will be opposite direction, and we will become the opposite of the word Shakti. What is the opposite of the word Shakti? Power, opposite? Opposite. Disempower, opposite weak. We are emotionally weak. When we are reacting in every situation, we are emotionally weak. When we are getting disturbed by everything that's happening around us, which is not our way, we are weak. So first which is, we've graded ourselves. Second one, we've decided we are changing sides. So we are switching sides now. Okay? We are switching sides from to give. It won't happen overnight, but every time your mind starts crying for it, just take a 30-second pause, talk to the baby inside, and you will be back to normal very soon. There's no bigger addiction than this. There's no bigger addiction than appreciation, approval, validation, and any addiction is a depleter, because addiction is a dependency. So we want to shift from emotional dependency to becoming emotionally independent. The more emotionally independent I am, the higher is the EQ. Emotionally independent means independent emotion of situations and people's behavior. Independent even of the health of the body. Is it possible the body is diseased, the mind is fine? Possible? Body is extremely unwell, mind is perfect. Every answer is correct, just have an answer. Every answer is right. Honestly, every answer is right. Just have an answer, which means only just think about it. Body is unwell, diseased, hurting, paining. Even as simple as chalo, not diseased, fatigued. Fatigued to ho sakta hai? Fatigued. Mind is perfect, fine. The body is the reflection of the mind. Yes, it is. Just put your hand out like that right now. You just check and then decide. You wake up tomorrow morning, it's all stiff. It's hurting. It's really, really hurting. Now let's move and see where is the pain. Touch your hand first. It's paining. Move up the arm, it's paining. The elbow end is paining. Paining, paining. Reach the shoulder, it's paining. Even up to the neck, it's paining. Put your finger here, it's paining. Think. It's paining. It's paining, 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 paining. It's paining. Where is the pain? Here. What is the cause of the pain? Some physical health issue. Can that cause pain here? No. When will it start paining here? Simple. So who creates the pain here? Does this pain create the pain here? Who creates the pain here? I. How do I create the pain here? Depending on how I think about this pain. This pain right now not in my control. It's my past karma. I've done something last few years. Do I have a choice right now whether to create pain here or no? Completely. It will all depend on how I think right now. And so if all of us wake up with an aching pain tomorrow, and even if all of us create pain in the mind, it will be different. Hypothetically, we can wake up with identical pain in the arm tomorrow, but we cannot wake up with identical pain in the mind in response to the pain in the arm, because that will be different for each one, based on how I will think. Now, the game is not over. Continue holding it. So now let's say it. The pain in the body, say it. The pain in the body does not create the pain in the mind. Sorted. I create the pain in the mind. Now, last question. When it starts paining here, because I created it, does that do anything to the pain in the body? How many agree with that? That's all. That is life. It is simple here. This is a situation, whether it is body, whether it is situation, whether it is another person, whether it is anything that is, anything outside I, the being, is outside. So even this body is outside. The law is, it's a spiritual law. The law is Sankalp se Srishti. The thoughts create our world. We have reversed the law and we are saying the world creates our thoughts. So if you do anything against the law, what will happen? Go against the law of gravity, what will happen? So the law is Sankalp se Srishti. My emotional health, I create. My mental health, I create. How? Depending on the way I think. My physical health, I create. My relationships, I create. Everything I create from here. Last 2-3 decades we said, I don't have time to take care of this. And you know what that has done? We didn't take care of the sankalp. Our srishti has got affected. Hasn't got affected or no? Yeah. So last 20 years, 30, 20, 25 years is a big change. 25, 30 years back, what is depression? Don't know. Didn't know anybody around me who had it. Hear the word cancer and it would be like cancer, oh, like very big. Heart attack in the age group of 70 and then above that. Divorce, don't tell anybody they had a divorce. It was so rare. Nature is doing well with us. Only 25, 30 years, everything changed. Everything changed. We said stress is normal, anger is normal, we didn't take care of it, it led to depression, it led to anxiety, panic attack. Cancer became normal, diabetes became normal, heart attack is now in the 20s. Divorce became common, people wrote on social media, I'm divorced, it was so common and so normal. And we said, we've become very successful in the last 2 decades. You really want to call all this success? You really want to call all this success? We only achieved in the last 2 decades. And achievement and success is completely different. But because we focused on one part of life, that was achievement, so anything you put effort on, you create miracles. So we put effort on work, and last 20 years, work. Miracle in India and in the world. But we said no time for the self. So we used to tell people just 10 minutes in the morning meditation. He said, come on, who's going to sit like these 10 minutes in the morning? What a waste of time. In Hindi, people used to say, marne ki bhi fursat nahi hai, subah subah aise baithne ko bolte. So it was a waste of time. In that much time I can answer 5 emails, in that much time I can crack a deal. Imagine how much can happen in 10 minutes sitting idle like this. So that is the result. Every issue on the planet right now, in our life or in the world, is because we didn't take care here. Even environment. So many conferences happening all over the world to take care of climate change. No result. Every year it's only getting worse, because it is anything outside cannot be changed from outside, because the law is not Srishti se Srishti, it is Sankalp se Srishti. You try and change your Srishti, you can't change it. You change your Sankalp, your Srishti will change in 1 month. Change the way you think, your body will start feeling different in 1 month. Your face will look different in 1 month. Next month your children will appear different to you. To do what we did to it, it took 20 years. But to get it back to its perfect self just takes a few months. That's all. Provided we prioritize. So now if my body is diseased, can I be fine? Let's say it. We have to fit in. If my body is diseased, can I be fine? Yes, completely my choice. If my work is not doing well, can I be fine? Completely my choice. If it's completely over-ruined, can I be fine? Don't reduce the volume. Everyone has to say it together. Don't say, in this case I can be fine. In this case, how can I be fine? Of course I can be fine. Because that work is outside. And if I am fine, I'll create magic again. But if I'm not fine here, then I cannot create any magic again. The outside world is not in our control. And we've already entered into the era of uncertainty. That logically right era is over. That what I plan will happen, how I think will happen, over. Now suddenly anything will happen. There's only one place where we need certainty now. Say, let anything happen. I'm certain I will be fine and I will empower everybody else around me. That is the only sanskar needed. Then we can handle any issue in the world. But if I will get upset and react with insignificant scenes of the day, then I don't have the strength to handle the major crisis that can just wake up and come one day to me. So will I be fine if everything goes wrong at work? Yes. Will I be fine if my husband's not well tomorrow? Yes. Again, why should I be fine if he's unwell tomorrow? Because my being fine will radiate the power to him, and if his mind is fine, his body will respond faster. Simple. So put the connection. I have to be fine. Can I be fine if my child is panicking tomorrow? Yes. If my child is going through an anxiety attack right in front of me, can I be fine? Put both your hands like this. On your left hand put your child, on your right hand put yourself. Your child may go through something in life. It could be a rejection, it could be a failure, it could be just fear, it could be panic, it could be sometimes emotion for no reason at all. It could be just pressure outside. So when they're going through something like that, it may not just be for a few minutes, it could be going on for months. So vibrationally, where have they moved? So move the left hand down. Down. Looking at them, because I lived my life believing if you're like this, I will also be like this. So I am emotionally attached myself to them. So if they shift down, where do I go? I go down. If I go down, what vibrations do I radiate to them? Lower. They're already not in their best health emotionally, and I will radiate this vibration to them. Where will they go? Down. I have the power to disempower. Unaware, we are disempowering people. And actually, if you want to know who's the cause of your children disempowered, not just specific one person, it's just the adult community by large, everybody. Opposite, the child is going, or any family member is going through their issue. We need only one person in every house to be here. And we call that person the powerhouse. The Shakti Stham, the lighthouse, the might house over there. And one person here, not verbally sounding perfect, nahi, sab theek ho jayega, not like that. Bilkul theek in the mind. with firm faith, everything will be perfect. Everything is perfect. And just being there, doing nothing, not going around giving advice to anybody, just being there. But that power is suddenly going to start silencing this cluttered mind. That mind which was saying, I can't give the exam tomorrow, I can't. And here is the mother just creating a thought, you're powerful, not saying anything. You are powerful, you are perfect. Tomorrow's exam will be a beautiful experience. The child is saying, I'm not going to give the exam tomorrow. The mother is saying, you are powerful. Your focus and concentration is highest. Your exam tomorrow will be a smooth experience. The child is saying, I'm going to sleep, don't wake me up tomorrow morning. I'm not going to give the exam. You are powerful. You will be ready before time for the exam, and your exam tomorrow will be a smooth experience. Can we do this much? Yes. Which means, let them sing their song. Let them sing their song. Their song is depending on how they are feeling. Our song is depending on how we want them to feel. But the mistake is we start singing the same song. Even if we don't sing it in words, we're singing it in the mind. So in my words I will say, of course not, you will be absolutely fine, I know. And inside, like, what will happen tomorrow? I don't know what is going to happen, I don't know. So that is the power to disempower. And the power to empower is, no problem. You remain with your energy. I am creating mine. And always remember, if two people in a house are singing a different song, very soon one person changes their song, even in the normal songs. Yes? Ever experienced that? Yes. Do it tomorrow. Tell everyone in the house to sing one song. It just happens vibrationally. Even if your neighbors, of course now neighbors are very distant, but still, if someone around even in the distance is playing another song, very soon we find ourselves humming that same song. And I'm like, why am I singing this song? And then they're like, oh yeah, it was playing there and now I am singing it. Vibrationally, let them sing another song. Don't give them advice saying like, don't get scared. This advice doesn't sound interesting to anybody who's going through that pain right now. We appear very insensitive if we try to say that to them. They'll say like, you don't understand me, just leave, go out of my room, leave me alone. Because we don't understand them. They are not faking it, they are not just saying it, they are feeling it for whatever reason, but they are feeling it. They don't need anyone to come and tell them that they are wrong. They don't need anyone to come and tell them that this is not true, you're just feeling it, there is nothing wrong with you. They are feeling it. But they definitely can do with somebody just empowering them without saying a word. And that only needs us to keep singing our song. But I will not be able to sing this song that time if I have not been singing it otherwise. I can't suddenly create it that time. Because that time I'm going to get influenced by their song. And I will probably start creating a more negative song than their song within the next 5 minutes. They are only saying, I don't want to give the exam tomorrow. I will think the song for the next 10 years of their life after that. फिर ये हो जाएगा, फिर ये हो जाएगा, फिर ये हो जाएगा, फिर ये हो जाएगा. And that is why people say to us, please leave me alone. Why do people want to be alone when they are in pain? Shouldn't it be nice to be with somebody around you when you're not in pain? But they say, please leave me alone. Just go out of my room, close the door. We say, but I want to sit with you. But I don't want to sit with you. But why do they not want to sit with us? When we are in pain, we just can't handle any more pain that time. And so the child would be more comfortable going outside and meeting a friend. The child will even be comfortable going and meeting a friend's parent. And even your children's friends can come and meet you and you will be perfect that time. Because it's very, अरे इतना ही हुआ ना, कोई बात नहीं, तो क्या problem है? Oh, very good. But when your child will come and say the same thing, ऐसा कैसे हो गया, ये हो गया वो. So attachment and detachment, that is what it is. You're not detached to your friend, you're not attached to your friend's child, but you're attached to your child. So attachment is the biggest weakness. Attachment is weakness, love is power. We mix the two words. We mixed the two words and we said, I'm so attached to you. And we thought that was love. So we said, if you're in pain, how can I be happy? The fact is, if you're in pain, then I have no other choice but to be happy. Happy means not excited, happy means higher. You have chosen to go on the lower vibration. I and you cannot be on the lower vibration at the same time. The only mistake that happens is everyone in the family goes on the lower vibration at the same time. You want to go lower, go turn by turn. Today your turn, today my turn. The house will remain fine. But if everyone will go together, then the vibration of the house, every home has a vibration. And it is that vibration in which you live. It's that vibration in which your children live. It's that vibration in which you sleep, and that vibration really sinks in when you're sleeping. That house vibration has to be here. So can we sing an opposite song? Yes, can we? Can we? And that we have to start with every scene of life. Everything is going wrong, you have to say everything is perfect. Right now we were on the road going all wrong roads today. And my ego was really hit because I always reach everywhere before time, and I'm like I and time get along very well. I always reach before time. Today is probably the first time in 15 years I've reached late anywhere. It really hit me today. And I was like, why is this happening today? It was a nice wake up call for me, like no overconfidence. And nothing was wrong on the road. We took the wrong turns in spite of the GPS in the hand. So this is life. But then when that happened, I have to immediately change my thought and saying, we are reaching at the right time. I was not reaching before time. Now I knew that I'm not reaching before time. But I still had to change my thought, and I'm saying we are reaching at the right time. I just cannot afford to create the thought, I am late. Because anyways I'll reach at the time I have to reach. But if I create the thought, I am late, then here I went here. So your thought in most cases will change your situations. But even if it doesn't change your situations, it just takes care of you. Which is more important? The mind or the situation? Which is more important? The health of the body or the situation? Sure? So which is more important? Perfect at work or perfect in the mind? So tomorrow if something is not perfect at work, can you just be calm about it? Have to. Have to is the very important word. See, because everything when it is not perfect, we are creating an imperfect mind for it. And we are calling it normal, and we are depleting ourselves. So by the time we reach home in the evening, to family, so that is why our parents or grandparents, the mother was not going to work. So either you go back to that era, don't go to work. But that we don't want to do. Because we suddenly created an era which said, oh, the one who earns is more powerful. Such a big mistake it was to create this thing. Who said that the one who earns is more powerful? How? Basis of what? It is not the one who earns is more powerful. Society at that time had created two different roles. One is a provider, the other is a nurturer. Who was more important? Let's start saying both are equally important. It is this one up which is creating all the problems. Because both are needed to create a beautiful, healthy family. No, one has to provide. If one is nurturing, nobody is providing, how are we going to take care of the family? So one was nurturing, other was providing, and it was going beautifully. But very soon what happened? The provider thought they were superior. And the provider started treating the nurturer as, tumko to kuch nahi aata. They didn't know that the nurturer was playing an extremely important role in that house. The nurturer was the reason why everyone's mind was fine. The nurturer was cooking the food of that family in a high vibrational state. Everyone's mind was fine. But that what the nurturer does is not visible. What the provider does is visible, and society tends to appreciate everything that's only visible, right? So suddenly the provider started saying, I am the superior of the two. The nurturer started feeling inferior. Then the nurturer said, come on, as if I can't go and earn, what's the big deal? And so it's fine. The nurturer said, I will also start providing. Beautiful. So now every home had two providers. So we became very wealthy because now we have 2 providers, and which is also fine. But then who was going to play the role of the nurturer? Because now both the providers are not just earning money, both the providers are coming home saying, I am stressed. Both the providers are coming home and saying, you know how much there is on my mind here. So there was nothing wrong in becoming the provider, but giving up the role of the nurturer to becoming the provider has come at a very big cost. It's really come at a very big cost. Because in the process of becoming the provider, then it's a very addictive game, na? Then I'm like, I have to go ahead of this person, I have to go here, I have to do more, I have to do more, I have to do more. Then, but because I have the sanskar of a nurturer, so I also create the guilt of not being the nurturer. So we get depleted even more than the provider then. At least they're not creating the guilt. We are creating the guilt also. We are working also, but we are guilty also. They are not guilty. So you realized who got depleted more? And then we went home and we still had to do the other things. So that is now, it's time to again ask yourself. And we don't have to quit working to becoming a nurturer. You don't have to. But if you take care of your mind, then you can be a provider and a nurturer. But if you're going to work with all that stress and that long list of uncomfortable emotions, then you are only a provider, and then you can give your family only that what money can buy. Apart from that, when they need anything, you have no power to give it to them. And you don't know how helpless it feels if your child is going through something and you have all the money in the world. You have every possible contact number on your phone. And you can't give your child what the child needs. It's a complete personal failure at that time for the self. Nobody is saying that person failed, but the self feels that I failed. Because I'm not able to give my child now what the child needs right now. Because that power is one thing that money cannot buy. That power is one thing which you can't just instantly create at that time or get it from somewhere. I have to cultivate it on a daily basis. So tomorrow morning or today afternoon, we will still go back to work. We probably work even more than before. But we will not work like everybody else works. And most important, stop this race of going ahead of other people. Stop this comparison. It is this which is troubling. If you want to do both, choose how much you can do. Why are you trying to do more that you can do? For what? What do you want to prove and who to prove? But because if we just slow down our pace, 10 people will say, what are you doing in life? Now the providers are not saying this to us. Now we are saying it to each other. First they were the ones who were treating us inferior. Now we are treating each other inferior just because the other person is not doing something at that pace. What exactly are we trying to say? Have we still not learnt in the last 20 years what has happened? So that is why one sanskar which is needed is be on the right even if you are the only one. Doesn't matter what other people are saying, they are at a different vibration. Not right or wrong, different vibration. Say, I am choosing to do this. Which means I can choose to quit my job or my work, which means I can choose to do how much I want to do, which means I can choose to do when I want to do, when I don't want to do, and I can be completely contented. But just trying to do more and more and more just to be the who's who somewhere in the name list has come at a cost. And the one who is most affected is? No, your children. Because you were born to nurturers at home. You were born to mothers who were cooking for you. Do you cook for your children? All 3 meals of the day. ना कर रहे हैं तो बहुत अच्छा, नहीं कर रहे हैं तो करना शुरू कर दो. But we can't do everything. No, that is the thing. हम सब कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं. And the day we try to do everything, then so we just have to create our own things. This much I will do from here. This much I will do from here. This I will do. Most important, take care of who I will be. It is not the doing which is the issue. It is not taking care of the being while doing what I am doing and then just suddenly unaware getting sucked into that race of going ahead of other people. Started with a very pure intention of just doing. Started with a pure intention of creating something for myself, but soon became addictive. And that addictive is because I am like this. I am like this. So take a pause. If you feel at any point of time, I am not being able to handle everything with a perfect, powerful mind, just change the pace. Nobody has to quit anything. Change the pace. Do it at a pace which is comfortable. Slow down your car for some time. Get everything right. Speed up again. But if you just speed up, and that too not just speed up, just wanting to go ahead of other people on the road, then it's a never-ending race. Never-ending. So each time I am now going to react. Who am I going to put the finger on? Who's the cause of my stress? Me. Just change your vocabulary. We are not going to be stress-free tomorrow morning. But we will change our vocabulary. Vocabulary will change the way I respond, and then gently I will change my response. I've lived 20 years saying, they are the cause of my hurt, they are the cause of my stress, they are the cause of my anger, they are the cause of my happiness. That is emotional dependence. Now emotional independence. Who's creating the anger? I. Who's creating the hurt? I. Who's creating the happiness? I. How do I create the happiness? Responding right in every situation. Every time you respond right to a situation, battery is charging. Every time you react to a situation, battery is... Just keep this visual here. There is a battery here. Every time you're criticizing somebody, battery is... Every time you're comparing yourself to someone, battery is... Every time you're standing in self-respect, not ego, ego is discharging. Self-worth is... Every time you're competing, battery is discharging. You move ahead more than your capacity, but not in a race. Not in a race. Drive. Don't race. Two things are different. Experience 3 hours drive with family in your car. It's a drive. Have fun, enjoy, talk, laugh, eat. But somewhere in the middle of the road we say, let's race. How's the rest of the journey? How's the rest of the journey? Completely it will change just with one word. Look at the other car and say, chalo, let's race. The rest of the journey has changed. They will also reach the destination. I will also reach the destination. Maybe 5-10 minutes aage piche. But how were those 2-3 hours of the drive? And most important is, when it comes to compromising on ethics and principles, it only comes because we believed we were in the race and we had to go ahead of them. If I want to go ahead of someone and the other person is not stopping at the red signal, then what will I have to do? I want to go ahead of them, they are not stopping at the red signal, so what will I have to do? I also have to jump the red signal. Finish. That's the only reason why we jumped the red signals. We would have never jumped any red signal, but we had to go ahead of somebody. So we are jumping red signals, whether at home, whether at work, we are jumping, we are crossing our Maryada line. Draw a circle around you. It's called our Maryada, our principles. It's our principles. Draw a line around you and don't cross it for anyone in the world. That is your power. In any aspect, what you wear, what you eat, what you drink, how you speak, how you work, how you live, draw a circle. Don't cross it even if your spouse asks you to do it. I will not cross it for anyone in this world because that Maryada is my power. That is my power. And if I start crossing those Maryada lines, there is no end to how much we can cross and we go there. No end. So we need to pause and check. So can we now just shift our vocabulary from reacting to responding? Even if you get angry, no problem. But not they. I created the anger. Take 30 seconds, sit back and enact that scene again in your mind. Because they will do the same thing tomorrow again. Only tomorrow again I should not get angry to the same situation. So when I get angry today, I will just take 30 seconds, rewind, tomorrow this will happen, I will play it like this. So role play in the mind, that this is how I will respond. And when you do that role play just in the mind, coding is happening inside. Instructions are getting created. Tomorrow somebody will but press a button, you have changed the coding and you will respond a different way. Don't validate your negative emotions. Don't endorse them. Don't say it was right. Obviously I will get hurt, they did this. They did this, their karma. I created hurt, mine. No one can hurt me. Can people hurt me? Think. Can people hurt me? Can your husband hurt you? Can they hurt you? And if they can hurt you, what do they have to just do to hurt you? Hanji? Say something only. Acha, not even do, just say. We'll go one step higher from this now. They can just say. So now this is our vulnerability. Now look at our vulnerability. No, it's good. It's good to see this is my vulnerability and this is what I'm going to change. So they will say something and what they are saying is reflecting their thought process. We want them to be the way according to our thought process, which is not going to happen. They will say it according to their thought process, whether that is their permanent sanskar, whether that is just their state of mind today, or whether they're just deliberately saying it. Could be any option. They are saying it. They can say it daily. They can even say it publicly. They can even say it in front of 10 people. That is their karma. When they say what they say, what I create here, whose choice? Remember, someone can be rude to you, they can cheat you, they can betray you, they can abuse you, someone can even physically hit you, because there also somebody can reach. There's only one place someone cannot reach. अंदर नहीं जा सकता कोई भी. But when they do or say what they say, what I will say about what they say is what creates the hurt. So let's put the equation right. Let's say they say a simple line, you're horrible. Their line. When they say you are horrible, that doesn't create the pain. That line is outside. It only reaches till here. When I start saying something about that line, so what would you like to say about that line? Hanji? How dare they say I'm horrible? Are they feel like that? What? How dare they say? Okay, but it's true. How dare they say that? One line. Anything else? No, we want to hear the lines which will create the pain, so that we see who is creating the pain. Their line, or I need to know, is their script creating the pain or is it my script which is creating the pain? If it is their script that is creating the pain, we have to try and change them. If it is my script that is creating the pain, then though it's very simple. So you are horrible. I don't want to live with you. Chalo. You are also horrible. And this is not going to create pain? This is what we want to say? We have to. Your dress is very beautiful. Huh? It's not no expectation. It is, why do I not like your dress? Is it because the dress is not good? Why do I not like the dress which you like? Exactly. 1 minute. She said it's your choice. Is she right? Yes. Everyone? Yes. So which means people are allowed to say to you that I don't like your dress? Are people not allowed to speak the truth? Are they supposed to lie and fake it to us and say, you're so beautiful? Silence, silence, silence. Is it okay? Everybody has their own choice. Whether it's about your dress, whether it's about what you do, is it okay if everybody has their choice? And everybody is going to have their choice. Once in a while, we will meet people who will speak out their choice. But we don't have the power to listen to the truth. But if we just remember now, their choice, the dress is not for them. Who is it for? For you. How many people are supposed to like this dress? How many people are supposed to like this dress? Only one person? Everybody? How many people are supposed to look at it? How many people are supposed to like my dress? Only one. Then why do I have to stand in front of the world like this and say, look, say I'm looking pretty? No, we don't need anybody to come and say you're looking pretty, but we don't want anyone to come and say you're not looking nice. But it actually means the same thing. It actually means the same thing. Allow people to speak the truth. The more you will allow people to speak the truth, the more you will become emotionally stronger. And the more you will have the power to just stand on your right. First, we don't have the power to listen to the truth. We are very happy if people are faking it. Sometimes you can see it, the other person is faking it. But we are so happy listening to that lies also. Yes or no? Yes. So we are teaching each other, jhoot bolo, for me. Now, third thing that will happen, which is very risky, is if everyone in this room had to say, your dress is not nice, you might change your dress tomorrow. Now that is what is very risky. You liked it, your choice, you're comfortable wearing it. It should not matter what everybody else is saying, right? Not matter here. Perfect? And whatever everyone else is saying is also not wrong. Not wrong. Because their choice is different from yours and mine, right? So their choice is different. You're not going to like my white sari. Why should you like? Are you going to wear it? No way. Because this is not your choice. This is only and only my choice. And I don't care. Let the whole world say they don't like it. It won't make any difference because they didn't choose it. I chose it. So whether it is the dress or whether it is I, there also everyone will have their own choice. Yes or no? So one, I can say your dress is not nice and just say to yourself, no problem. I like it. I like it. Don't keep looking at your dress, doubting it. No, this is very subtle. It's very deep. Don't go to somebody else and say, how do you think my dress is looking? Validation. Why? Didn't you check while buying it? You liked it? Full stop. Doesn't mean I'm perfect and I'm not ready to change. But it just means till this moment, this was my choice. I'm very comfortable with it. Second, people will also have an opinion about the person, not the dress. And now if I say, I don't like you, the person, what is it reflecting? Is it reflecting that you're not a good person? Exactly. It's reflecting my sanskar, not that I'm a bad person. It's just that my lens of looking right now is different. Okay? At that time, you might not like my statement when I say that I don't like you, but only take care. Don't start doubting yourself. Just to remember that this is this other person's state of mind. It could be just temporary. Right? It could be permanent. Fine. But that doesn't mean I am a bad person. If I am good or bad, I'll check myself. But I am who I was even 10 years back, right? So now this person is saying something. First step, don't take it like this. Please keep people's statement as people's statement. And the statement comes with a mood and an emotion also. I can give a very constructive feedback. So it will be a statement with respect. Then it's your choice whether to take that feedback or to reject it. But sometimes I can say something with criticism. So even if you want to take the feedback, take the feedback. Feedback is good for you. Sanskar is mine. Okay, so it's not that we're not ready to take feedback from the world. But everyone will give the feedback with a sanskar, their sanskar. Somebody will fake it, somebody will dominate you, somebody will be rude to you, somebody will be critical, somebody will be appreciative, somebody will be respectful. Everyone's different sanskar color coding. That is their sanskar. We are getting hurt because they have that sanskar. Aren't we getting hurt because they have that sanskar? But they are going to have their own sanskars. And most important, over this journey, they are not taking care of their mind. So you don't know what all sanskars are getting created. Addicted to that phone for hours and hours, you don't know what sanskars are getting created. Living in a world where the vibrations are different, you don't know what sanskars are getting created. So your same person, your spouse, will not be the same what they were 20 years back, will not be the same what they were 10 years back, will not be the same what they were last year. They will not be the same. They can go here, they can go here. Nobody can remain like this now in the world. Either they will consciously take themselves up, or just the environment is taking people down. So don't expect, why have they changed? Because the air has changed. Because the world has changed. Because they're consuming a lot of content and that changes everybody's mind. They cannot be what they were 20 years back. We are not what we were 20 years back. But we have a choice. Either we go like this. By default, we go like this. So if somebody has to come up to you and say like, I don't like you, you're horrible, they're just reflecting, I am in a horrible state of mind. And now you don't get hurt when people are unwell. What do? If I say you're horrible, I'm reflecting my bitter state of mind. Don't create hurt looking at my disease. I'm emotionally unwell. But if I am your family, just immediately create a thought. I need to heal him. I need to heal. Emotionally only. Physically, to everybody is fine. I need to heal him. But when I say, he said this to me, I did so much for this house, this is what I get to, then forget how unwell he is. I am in more pain now than him. So just hold on there. How good or bad I am, that I'll keep doing my checking. I'm not saying we are perfect. But if somebody else has to come and say, you know what, you're horrible, no problem. Just sit back with yourself, their state of mind, influenced by vibrations, influenced by content, influenced by friends. Write all this and keep and just read it whenever somebody says something to you. Because it's influence. It is influence in a very, very, very big way. And then if they are family, I will heal them. There's only two choices. Either I will consume their virus or I will heal them. COVID. Either consume their virus or distance yourself. Not go to the another room. Not physical virus, physical distancing. Emotional virus, emotional distancing. Distance yourself, protect yourself, heal them. Don't get surprised by any behavior now. Because that behavior is not even the sanskar of that person. It is just layers of dust from the friends, the kind of vocabulary people are talking, the kind of mindset that they are creating, the kind of thought processes they are calling normal, the kind of content consumption they are calling normal is affecting everybody's mind. That's why we said you need to be the powerhouse of your family. If you get yourself back into the Maryada circle, at least you will start radiating vibrations of that Maryada into your house. Otherwise, it's just slipping away. It is slipping away. But then at least don't take it on yourself. It's not about us. It is they are slipping down. What do you want to do? They are slipping down vibrationally. Even your child can come and say something to you. I meet mothers say that my child came and said, you're a horrible mother. I said, so? How can my child called horrible? I said, he heard it on some TV series last night. How does it matter? Because he's watching that kind of series where the children are saying, you're a horrible mom. Sun liya, andar chala gaya, coding ho gaya, subah bol diya. Simple. But the mother will be upset the whole. My child called me a horrible mom after me managing work and this and this and this. Song will start playing. And then she will radiate, my son said I'm horrible, my son said I'm horrible, my son said, and the son will come in the evening and twice say that you're horrible. And just take a moment, influenced by vibration, influenced by content, influenced by friends talking this same vocabulary. This is not his sanskar, this is only influence. You are a powerful soul, beautiful soul, respectful soul. You accept me, I accept you. They'll come back in the evening a different person. Things are influencing them, but there is no more powerful influence than your influence on them. There is no more powerful influence than that. So hold on to that influence. But if I go like this, then everyone will go like this. So the nurturer has to come back home. Needed more than ever before. Needed more than even our parents, grandparents' generation. The nurturer is needed right now. Because that generation didn't have all these toys which are distracting us today. 2025, the year of de-addiction from phone. What happened? Yes, no, don't know what? I told you I have one answer. Any answer, I have an answer. 2025 year of de-addiction from phone. If you don't do it, you cannot empower yourself. Try however hard. Meditate for 1 hour in the morning and then consume content the whole day. Nothing that meditation can do for you. So how many ready for that? And what does it mean to de-addict? What will we do? We're not giving up the phone. No way. Very useful technology. We're just giving up the addiction. And that means first and foremost, give up the content consumption addiction. It's not the phone that is the problem. It is that content consumption from the phone which is the problem. Or from any series that we are consuming. You know, the content that you're consuming has crossed the Maryada lines. Yes or no? I haven't watched it. You have watched it. But I know that it has. Do you feel it has? Why are you watching it then? Don't you feel that whatever will play in your homes will start happening in your house? You have a havan, a puja in the house. High vibration words get created in the house. Does the vibration of the house change? Does everybody feel calmer? Now you're playing the opposite of that every single day. You're playing lust, you're playing ego, you're playing crime, you're playing terror, you're playing betrayal, you're playing cheating in the house. And you're saying, this is not going to affect anyone's mind over there. How do you expect that to happen? This is not entertainment, this is destiny. Content is equal to thoughts. It is our emotional diet. So content is equal to thoughts, repeated thoughts, sanskar. Sanskar will come in karma, karma will create destiny, content is equal to destiny. Take it this side, take it that side. When we started the awakening program, no preparation, no planning, nothing. 25 minutes of a TV program, not on the phone. Some people were watching it daily. And we thought it's just a program. Our intention was a program, watch the program, come to the center, learn the meditation, start your journey. But when I came out for public events, I was suddenly meeting people who had never come to the center, and they're like, my life has changed. And I was like, it's not possible. I really thought it was not possible. No, my anger has reduced. We were contemplating divorce, we are back. I was in depression, now I'm better. Some were contemplating suicide, and they were back. And I said, did you come to the center? No. Did you come to the center? No. I said, no, it's not possible just by sitting at home. They said, no. We changed. And then it has hit me, just with experience. 25 minutes of positive media daily. Only 25 minutes. 25 minutes of positive media, I have seen people's destiny changing. hours and hours of negative media is changing people's destiny. It is not the people, it is the content that they are consuming which is changing their destiny. If 25 minutes of media can bring someone contemplating of divorce back together, hours and hours cannot bring people to come. Just change the content, life will change. All this anxiety, panic attack, where is it coming from? Watching thrillers, crime shows, going to sleep. So anxiety nahi hogi to kya? You will wake up in a very peaceful state after that. How is it possible? And it's not just affecting here. All the content I consume is here. Vibration of that is radiating to the body. Content can create disease in the body. Content can create disease in the body. Content can create conflict in a relationship. Content can completely change the vibration of my house. This way or this way. Choice is yours. It's a diet. So if you want to put your finger on all the main cause of all the problems, it is content consumption. You change your content consumption today, next month your face is going to be different. Click a photo today, check it after 1 month. Because it's going to reveal what you are here. Who's ready to change content consumption? Giving up subscription. Why not? Do you know something? Who is more responsible, the creator or the consumer? Who is responsible for what is happening, the creator or the consumer? The more we are consuming what they are creating, the more they are going lower and lower and lower. When are we going to stop? Someone's business is making profit. Our lives are getting affected. Our children's lives are getting affected. On an average, this year, every 15 days, I have met a parent whose child chose not to live. And then you ask them what happened, and that is the question which is troubling them the most, because they are saying nothing happened. Something which we would hear once in a year, every 15 days I have met in this 2024. And they are not someone, they are next door neighbors, here, there, we stay here, we stay there. What happened? Don't know. Why? Emotionally weak. Why? Content consumption, no other reason. No other reason. So you consume the content, the creator creates more of that, and then your children consume that content. So who's responsible? It's not a piece of news when someone else's child does this. They are one of us. They are one of us. Wake up before it's too late. It's already late. That's for sure. It's already late. It's impacted a complete generation. And now we will have AI. Look at what is going to happen next. So now don't do decide today how we are going to use it, how much we are going to use it, when we are going to use it, when we are not going to use it, and draw the Maryada line. Draw the Maryada line there. We will have to decide that. We cannot put our finger there, and why are they creating series like this? Let them create. Why are you consuming? You will have lunch here. The hotel will create 10 things for you. You will choose, no? I am dairy free, I am gluten free, I am not having sugar, I am not having this. Everyone's going to make their choice. Can they come and put it into your mouth for you? No. But if I go and say, no, but it's okay, they cooked, so forget, I'll do gluten free from tomorrow. Today, though, I will eat. That is the power to disempower. So someone's business, we have chosen to get addicted. It is not entertainment. It is affecting destiny in big, big, big numbers. You know what? Just go, move away 3-4 hours, go to a smaller town. Life is still very comfortable. They don't have all these subscriptions. It's a different country there. I actually feel, okay, Bharat is still there, okay. Here though it looks like we are not in India. I live in Gurgaon, it doesn't look like it's India. It's a different culture, it's a different thought process, it's a different dressing sense, it's a different eating, it's a different drinking, it's a different living. Everything has changed. Because we are consuming content, we are traveling abroad, we are becoming like that. Maryada circle, go 3 hours drive down, everything is fine. So it's not difficult for us to just take that U-turn. Either we take the U-turn, or very soon those 3 hours away people are also going to be on the same road as us. It's like COVID. It will come from another country to the bigger cities of the country, then from the bigger cities of the country to the towns, and then to the villages. It will go everywhere. Everywhere. So responsibility, the power to empower. किसकी है? किसकी है? मेरी. I. It is no problem if tomorrow you go for a party and someone says, did you watch that series? And I say like, no. And they're like, how could you not watch that series? And you say, because I love myself. That's why I don't watch it. Say it. I love myself, I take care of my mind and body, and I don't watch it. Very soon, 5 more people tomorrow will decide not to watch it. Everyone knows what is right, but very few people have the power to stand on the right alone. But if you stand on the right alone, very soon 10 more people will join you tomorrow. I was in another FLO program in another city a couple of years back, and somebody speaking before me was kind of endorsing that drinking is fine. And she was looking at somebody like, where's your glass? You don't have your glass in your hand. And I was like, where did we reach so soon? We grew up in a family where the mother was fighting with the father, this is wrong, you should not drink. And here we are hearing, this is wrong, it's not in your hand. And I was like, I have to speak after her, okay? What are we going to do? And you could see on faces how the programming and the conditioning can just change. And so I just came and said like, what are we trying to say? Are we trying, you want to drink, drink. Nobody's here to say you're right or wrong. But why are you trying and saying that the one who is not is somebody weaker? For what? And for those who have chosen to do it, how are you going to stop your daughters from doing it tomorrow? You can't. And if you can't, how do you expect them to have healthy children with alcohol in their stream right from school or college days? So is this a sense of achievement and success? This is equal. They drink, so we will also drink. Is this? No. So after the session, there was these 5 people who come to me and say, thank you so much for saying that. I said, there's nothing big about it. She said, no, now we are like feeling better that we are right. You see how much it makes a difference? So that is why just take care, stand on your right. We are not saying here who's right, who's wrong. Just hold on to your right. First of all, check if it is right. Don't do it only because everybody else is doing it. Check if it strengthens your mind, if it makes your body healthy, if it creates beautiful relationships, then it is your right. And then be on the right alone. Alone. And you will become instrumental for having someone else join you being on the right. That will be your karma points. But if everyone fears standing alone, that's when society changes. That is when society. So power to empower is your slogan, and so living like that can come very easy. So kar le? Pakka? So if your husband says today you're horrible, you forgot the mantra. You have to sing the other song. Chalo, I'll keep saying it, you sing. You're horrible. You have to change my song. I'm saying you're horrible. I don't want to live with you. Change my song. I don't want to live with you. I can't stand you. बस ऐसे ही हंसना और ऐसे वाला गाना गाना, and very soon they will also change their song. How does it matter? It's very simple. But for this, spend few minutes daily with yourself. Begin your day with meditation. Begin your morning and end your day consuming healthy content. Consume right hand side content. Anything. A book, a video, audio, anything, but 10-15 minutes. Because what you're going to consume just before going to sleep will radiate here and to your body for the next 6-7 hours. You want to work? Work very hard. But once you come home, disconnect from work. Possible? And this is not for the woman of the house, this is for every member of the house. Disconnect from work as if we don't have technology. Because that era when everybody was working but they didn't have technology, when they came home they were not working. They were not working on Sunday, they were not working on festivals, there was no depression, there was no divorce, there was no cancer, there was no... It is just disconnect, we are back home. And most important, as a leader of organization, tell your people to disconnect. Every person leaving your organization is a parent. Tell them don't connect to work till we meet tomorrow morning. We don't expect you to work from home. We don't even expect you to take a call. We'll tell you if it's a crisis. Till then you don't have to message, you don't have to answer emails, you don't have to take calls. You want to be a provider? Be a provider. But hold on to your innate sanskar of nurturer. There will not be a better leader than a woman, because the woman has the sanskar of a nurturer and a provider, and that is a leadership quality. Care for your people. Don't just look at them as money earning machine. Care for them. They're going home. She's a mother to somebody. He's a father to somebody. Their children are waiting at home and we call them up. Ye kiya? Aisa kiya? Vaisa kiya? They start fighting at home. Be a nurturer. Not to one home. Be a nurturer to so many homes. Kar sakte hain disconnect from work? Now raise your hand. Who's going to do that? Disconnect from work. Dekho आधा आधा नहीं, वो पूरा पूरा करो. Do it, think about it later on. I was in Motilal Oswal a couple of months back. There were 1,000 employees and he was sitting right in the front there. And I said, disconnect from work at 8 o'clock. And everybody stares at me. अच्छा ठीक है, आगे बोलो. So I said, but मेरा काम है बोलना, तुम करो नहीं करो, that is your choice. You want to be happy, healthy, disconnect from work by 7:30. He got up and he just looked at them and he said, done, हो गया. And they all said, sir, not possible, this country market, that, whatever. You know, leadership quality, he looks at them and he says, we are doing it, is decided. How we will do it, we will think about it later on. Done. Within 2 months, 17,000 people of that company were disconnected from the company's end from the server. Even if they wanted, they couldn't log in. They had that swipe card where they have to swipe the time when they exit. And if 6 o'clock is the time, they only have a buffer of 5:45 to 6:15. They have to swipe the card. And then some media house asked him, so what about the business with all this thing? In an era where everyone is talking 70 hours a week or 90 hours a week or how many hours a week. So what about the business? So he said, my business is very different. I can't ask, because market is dependent on so many other factors. He said, but it doesn't make a difference. I'm happy that my people are going to be happy. They are going to spend time at home. After that, he gave 3,000 people that watch, which is going to monitor their health parameters. This is leadership quality. Leadership quality is not just a provider. Taking care of people is not about giving them facilities. Take care of their mind. So now as a mother, become a mother of your company's people. Just think of them. What do they go through? What state of mind they go home? What energy they will give to their children? And suddenly, even being a business leader, you have the power to empower. Fiki flow is not some separate part of life. Fiki flow is a sanskar which has to radiate from you wherever you are, the power to empower, and then it will be empower. Engage means radiate that vibration to the other person, to the world, and elevate everyone together. Take a minute of silence. Sit back straight. Wherever you're staying in the city, within 3-4 kilometers, there will be a Brahma Kumari's Raj Yoga meditation center. If anyone would like to learn the meditation, the sisters have already given the booklet to you, I think, today, which would have the address of all the centers. And at every center, the sisters are there to teach us. 5 days, an hour, whatever time suits us. So the numbers are there on that leaflet. Just call, fix a time that suits you, and they will teach one-on-one. They teach everyone one-on-one. And whenever you're working with any groups or for your company or for your organization, they can come and teach there. Whether it's teaching meditation or whether it is just teaching mind management, emotional thinking, all that. Use. Because it's time to work on the soft skills of our people also, not just on our achievement professional skills. So take a moment and promise yourself today. Disconnect from work once I'm home, on time. Meditation and positive content before going to sleep. Content consumption only what elevates me. Uninstalling applications which are addictive. Giving up subscription which is a depleter. I am the master of the gadget. I am the powerhouse. I am the creator of every feeling. I need nothing from anyone. I just give. I create. I radiate. I empower. They will say what they feel is right. I will think what I know is right. If anyone around me is on a lower vibration, they are not wrong, they are emotionally unwell. I am a healer. I empower. Self-care. Meditation and empowerment is self-care, is my priority in 2025.